this wonderful day. Today is Sunday, February 11th, 2018, and I just want to talk with you for a few moments before the day gets started. I just like to say that I'm very excited about today. I'm grateful about today, and I just want to share my story with you. This is going to be part one, I'm sorry, of my story. So I just want to talk to those out there. I want to encourage anyone. I want to inspire anyone, and I want to talk to others about not giving up, pursuing your dreams, staying focused, and keeping your vision in front of you. So with that said, I'd like to get started. Today I'm excited because Friday was 2 years of my journey, and of course we all have a journey in life, and sometimes it's never over. Sometimes we just gain strength through our journey to encourage us to keep moving and keep going. But I just like to say that when 2018 started, I was like telling myself I can only imagine what 2018 would look like, building success together. And there was this quote that I heard, but before I say the quote, my mind began to ponder a thought, and it says, "Fear not, but let your hands be strong. Live the dream." And the quote is, "Dreams are the seeds of change. Nothing ever grows without a seed, and nothing ever changes without a dream." By Debbie Boones. So, in order for something to grow, there got to be a seed. Whether it's a physical seed that you're planting in the ground, or it's a seed within your mind. Once the seed is planted within your mind, you need to feed that seed with positive thoughts, positive environment, positive influence, and positive friends that can help you grow. Bring your seed to reality. Give it a nice birth that you'll be able to see the fruit of your labor. With that said, thank you for joining me. And as I was focusing on Friday, I felt that it was a need and a time for me to share my story with the world, because there's so much that is going on. There's so much negative impact on the world, but it never overtake the positive that God has allowed us to share one with another. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm sharing my story. He brought to my mind about restoration, and I would like to share my restoration because on Friday it marked the 2 years from my struggle. If you was to ask me in January, the end of January, the first part of February 2016, will I be sitting here today talking to you, sharing my experience, sharing my struggles? I would tell you no. In January 2016, I hit rock bottom. I'm talking about rock bottom. I'm not talking about from some book I read. I'm not talking about from some story that I heard. I hit rock bottom. I was homeless. I had nowhere to go. Didn't know where I was going. I lost a lot. I didn't understand why I lost a lot. At one point I was confused from being all the way to the top and to practically lose just about everything that I had. I found my place in life, and I got to a point where it was just me. And I began to look at myself to see what exactly did I have left. And I had gave away so much. I gave away my heart. I gave away my time. I gave away knowledge. I gave away so much to the outside, to when it came time for me to advance and pick myself back up, it was nothing left, because I gave away so much. And I just want to share with you all, in the midst of me, eventually I end up getting a room, and I'm very thankful in my life for the people that were there for me. But I found myself in a little small room in the city of Sanford, Florida. And I'm so gracious for someone that actually paid the rent for me to actually stay there. And when I say I hit rock bottom, I hit rock bottom. And the reason why I'm sharing this story today is because this is my restoration story. Where I'm at today, it has been officially announced. I am basically the finance and legal professional account executive of Sign and Close Network Services. I'm servicing Sanford. Now I'm at an office in Sanford, Florida. I'm also available at an office in the Orlando, Winter Park area as well. And if you was to say 2 years ago, I wouldn't have saw any of this happening. But sometimes things take place and you go through for a while and you wonder if anything is happening, is anything ever going to change, because the only thing you see is problems after problems, trials after trials, and it just start piling up after a time, and you wonder, okay, when is this going to end? When is the door going to be closed on this here? Not knowing behind the scenes that our Heavenly Father is putting something very special together for us. And since we can only see what's in front of us, it takes faith to see what's behind the door. It takes faith to understand what God is doing. And I'm sharing my story because it's very important to a lot of individuals out there that feel like hope is lost, feel like God has forgotten, feel like your faith and what you've done was in vain. I was reminded of Joseph. And I began to look at 4 words in Joseph that inspired me. Joseph was forsaken. He was falsely accused. He was forgotten. And he was favored. And I looked at that, and something just sparked my eyes. And out of that, I saw my name. My name is Lavoera. And out of those 4 words, I was able to get the L. I was able, out of falsely, I was able to get the A, out of favor. I was able to get the V, out of favor. I was able to get the O, out of favor. I was able to get the E, out of favor. I was able to get the R, out of favor. And I was able to get the A. So God reminded me, He says that I had never left you. I was always with you. He said, you're different. And He brought some reassurance to me that even though sometimes it seems as though we are forsaken, and there are going to be plenty of times where we're going to be falsely accused in this life, because we live in an imperfect world. There's nothing perfect about this world. There's nothing perfect about people. People are going to falsely accuse you. Sometimes they do it from hearsays. They do it what they think they saw or what they think they heard. And sometimes they're just people, they just make up stories. And then there's going to come a time when it's going to seem as if you were forgotten. From all your hard work, from all your labor, from all your outputting. But God assured me today, He says that I've never forgotten about you. And He said, I would never forget about your work and your labor of love that you have for me. And favor comes from when you do what's right, it always come back. When you do what's good, it comes back. So I just want to encourage anyone out there. If you are doing good, keep doing good. If you are helping, if you are supporting, keep doing it. The best is yet to come. With that said, I'd like to share my story with you. There are going to be a couple things that I'm going to be reading from because my story is very inspiring and it's very encouraging. So I hope that you take the moment to listen to it. This is my journey of repositioning myself, living life without limits. I also have a new meetup group called Valuable Women, Women of Success, where we are building one another and we are encouraging one another to continue to live our dream out loud. And I just want to say, no way. I'm reminded in the Bible, and I hear a lot of people, I just want to put this out in the open. The Bible is for everyone. Anyone that have a desire to read, anyone that have a desire to learn, anyone that have a desire to grow, increase in learning, increase in knowledge, increase in wealth, wisdom, and understanding, the Bible is for you. Out of the Bible, I come to find out that it's a daily tool. It's a very resourceful tool that you can use in order to strive and get to the top. And there was a couple things that caught my attention on last week as I was reading. It brought to my mind where he told Daniel to shut the book. He turned around and said it again in Revelation to John. Shut the book, close the book. And I want to say that to you today. Let's close the book on allowing others to intimidate us, on allowing others to abuse us, take advantage of us. Let's close the book on poverty. Let's close the book on thinking that everybody is discriminating against us. Let's close the book on our failures. Let's close the book on not having, the like of not having. Let's close the book on low credit scores, on low income, living in poverty, living without. Let's close the book on that kind of stuff. And let's take our mind to a whole new level. Let's expand our mind to a higher level of living, a higher level of learning, a higher level of people that surround us. Let's get around some positive influence, some positive vibes, because I've seen throughout the media and throughout time, even in my community sometimes, that sometimes it's the people and the individuals that you hang around can impact you in a negative way. So, with that said, let's close the book on that kind of stuff. And let's move forward with building success together. I'm reminded of another passage in the Bible where it speaks that our Creator, Jesus Christ, the Lord above all, has given us power. He's given us knowledge and understanding how to get wealth, how to obtain wealth, how to keep wealth. So, with that said, let's close the book on all that negative stuff, that negative impact, that stuff that no longer have a place in your life. Let's close the book on that. It's not needed anymore. Our forefathers have worked hard to get us to a point. And it goes even deeper than that. Your grandfather, your grandmother, your grandparents have built the legacy of teaching you what's right. You already know where they came from. We don't have to relive that because they have laid a new path for us to be able to have a better life, to understand life, to understand the difference between right and wrong, good friends and bad friends, a positive environment, an environment that's not good, a place where we should no longer be if it's going to tear us down, if it's going to hinder us, if it's going to stall us from getting to where we need to go in life. It's time to walk away from those type of things. It's time to believe in ourselves, Understand that we are of value to society. And most importantly, we are of value to ourselves. What can we offer to someone else? That is one of my most inspiring thoughts that Dr. Martin Luther King left here. And he had a dream and he had a vision. It's up to us to live it out loud, to walk in it. And we as individuals have to understand that it's time for us to ask ourselves, what can we do for others? What can you offer someone else? Can you offer them wisdom? Can you offer them assistance? Can you offer them help? Can you offer them knowledge? Can you offer them a way so they can understand life a little bit better? Can you do that? First of all, in order to do that, you have to have enough value in yourself. You have to know who you are. When you know yourself, you know what you're capable of doing. With that said, throughout my journey in life, I've been writing a journey since September 2010. And I just like this opportunity to kind of like share some different things. So I'm going to read. I do a lot of writing sometimes. I do a lot of reading, but I do a lot of writing too. I'm kind of old school, but however, I am up to date with the digital thing, and I'm digital too, but I like writing because I like my thoughts on paper. And I begin to write, no way will I allow disappointment, a bad marriage, foreclosure, unhappy moments, abuse, being mistreated, being overlooked, bad relationship, eviction, bad debt, fear to stop me. I'm shaking off all the things that brought disappointment, fear, and I will use it as a foundation to stand tall in building success together, to rise above it all, because I am forever faithful. I'm strong. As I look every morning when I awake, going in one more round when you don't think you can, that's what makes all the difference in your life. Because the greatest victories are born in the heart, and great moments are born from great opportunities. I am strong. I'm powerful. I'm full of faith. I'm a winner, born for greatness. I'm surrounded by faith, prayer, and a host of people that has impacted my life for greatness. You are still here in my heart. My grandfather, Bobby Robinson, he will always tell me, he say, I'm proud of you. I don't hear it often, but every time he saw me, he would say, I'm proud of you. And two, he's no longer here, but I never forget the words because he constantly reminded me. And to my mentor, Baba Kirby Bentley, that taught me to never give up on yourself. And to Shirley Williams, always reminding me that I am never alone. Irma Jean Bradley, reminding me to keep the faith during your trials of life. Jardine Kendrick, reminding me all the time, your life matters. And my one and only sister, telling me, learn to be happy. And to my childhood friend, Angie Bowles, she kept me smiling. And the one and only that taught me how to be strong and how to be a strong black woman, to believe that all things are possible, showed me that I can do anything because I have faith. She showed me obstacles are just objects. Never allow them to stop you. Always find a way out or a solution. Always kept telling me, keep praying, and always telling me to read Psalms chapter 70 and Psalms 68 and 10 and Romans 8 and 28. During my times of struggle, we would exchange cards to each other that made us smile. We didn't talk a whole lot, but we wrote letters all the time to each other, and we prayed together. She reminded me that I was beautiful, and she hoped that one day my dreams would come true, and that one day happiness will come. She became a role model to me. She inspired me to be me and to open a business, and always kept telling me, have something of your own, and always keep a stash held back for hard times. That only you know you have it, and to always keep a credit union account. You know you have it, and to always be you. I've learned from her that my greatest thing in life is to have this was my mother. She was my role model. Church mother, Jackie Robinson Cooper. Great faith, no more. What honesty and trustworthy and favor will come. To my long-term friend since the age of 5, Mother Ethelene Robinson. Our times, our letters, and reminding me of how great I am since I was a child. And to hang in there. And to the one woman known as Tiger Jones, Mother Mary R. Jones. She's no longer here. She always had my back, no matter what. Doing life, she brought me my first 110 camera. To this day, I still love taking pictures. I still have that 110 camera. I will never get rid of it because it reminds me of the tiger, Mary R. Jones. At the age of 10, I began taking photos, and I've been doing it ever since then because photos are memories that stay with you until you are no longer here on this earth. And even when you're no longer here on this earth, others get to enjoy those memories. And she would tell me, you are a strong black girl. During my heart struggles in my family and in my marriage, she did everything to make the struggle lighter. Thank you, Tiger Jones. And to all my friends that I didn't know that God had lined it up for me. Gina Marcus, Brenda Hartfield, Sabrina Wynn, Valeria Henry, Karen Bunkley, Mary Clark, my friends at Liberty University, my mortgage lenders, my banking friends, Dr. Beverly Booth, Maddie Brooks, and all who had a part in me. I am now stronger now than I've ever been. I've been through a lot. However, stronger faith, greater faith. I love you all, and I thank you for being part of my life. I thank you for getting me to the point where I am right now, because you made it possible. I just want to say, and this is my theme, the greatest time of your life is to learn from your past struggles and to use it as a foundation of growth. And I called it Stepping Stones. Created and written by Lavoera Cooper Dickey. I'm here to let you know that prayer works when you use it properly. I can only imagine. Often in the midst of life, most challenging moments, I learned how to lean on God and have conversation with Him. The power of forgiveness becomes a beautiful picture of your life when you see how strong you become through hurting and healing while allowing your faith to grow and mature you to be the best you. My life story of the pain from within allowed me to live within my faith that all things are possible. Even in the midst of loss, faith can be restored, revived, and replaced. The life that surrounded me are made up of very powerful words. This is my own personal experience of things that I've gone through over a period of life. Abuse, blessed, caring, foreclosure, eviction, pain, suffering, repossession, walking, a caregiver, a pause of life, a dropout of high school, dropout of middle school, struggles in college, the death of my son, an unfaithful spouse. But it brings me to this point. My sources. During my source and my time of struggle, I had songs that I listened to in the midst of my struggles. Books that I read in my struggle. I had a great team behind me. Some were family. Some were mentors. Some were people that I came in contact with. And some I didn't even know that they were there. My team, Dad, Mom, my sister, my brother, my godbrother, Jeff and Jardine, Mary Clark, Marcus and Gina Screeter, Brenda, Scipio, Chancey King, Barbara Kirby, Liberty University, my faith, prayers, and a couple of friends that know who they are. NW, RAW, RN, Anthony Solomon, and my peers at work that kept me going on, that kept me strong, even though they saw me. They didn't know the terror that I was going through. I never showed it to the public, but I kept fighting every day to live and to survive, just to get through one day. My scriptures that kept me strong, my songs that kept me uplifted. During my time, I learned to dance through it all. I'm not a big talker, and I didn't gossip a lot about what was going on. But I prayed to God about it. I danced about it. I went to the water sometimes, and I talked to my Heavenly Father in meditation. My wall of art that kept me going. I have a Rocky poster above my bed. Every morning when I get up, it says, I'm going in one more round. When you don't think you can, that's what makes all the difference in your life. My movies that I watch, that kept me during my trying life over and over again. The animals that gave me strength to fight. Most of all, it was the lion. Running and giving up, feeling sorry. Deep down inside, it was not an option. There was plenty of times where I wanted to give up, and I threw up my hands. In January of 2016, I thought that life had ended. I thought it was over. After giving out so much, I thought life had came to an end. I locked myself in a room. I wouldn't come out to society. I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to see anyone. I stayed in the room. There were times that I cried. There was times that I prayed. In that room in Sanford, there was one small little closet. I never unpacked my clothes, but I left the closet empty. Because throughout my childhood time and growing up, I utilized my closet to pray in. And I would go in there. There are plenty of times when I go into my closet and I would pray. And I never forget my father back in the early 80s, he was used to listen to James Cleveland. And I began to go back to the songs that I grew up on. And one of the songs that kept me going was James Cleveland singing, "What Shall I Do?" I learned how to listen to Yolanda Adams, "Open My Heart." But now, I'm listening to Freedom. I'm going to clap louder. I'm going to sing louder. I'm going to smile more. I'm going to worship more. Everything that I do now is always going to be more. I live to survive, to be where I am now. And it's all about the now. I just want to remind you that to never give up. Be who you are. Never let anyone shatter your dreams. Stay strong. In the midst of everything, you have to remain vigilant. I just want to share a couple things with you because, as I said before, it's all about building success together. I just want to share a little bit of who I am. Who am I? I am a seasoned professional with over 23 years of experience in the banking, mortgage, title, and service escrow settlement. I'm a notary and a paralegal. LLC has served both residential and commercial. I'm a credit management and restructuring, loans and loss mitigations, loan evaluation and profile. I bring a very strong, extensive experience. My background includes banking, banks, and private investment. I owned and operated a mortgage company for a while until struggles in life caused me to close down my location and work from home. Struggles allowed me to be stronger as to where I am. I assisted a lot of families, talked about faith, gave faith, provided words of encouragement, but also providing a way out and a solution. I've been a part of a lot of banks, working with projects and different things. My background includes Crown Bank, Bank of America, JP Morgan Chase, SunTrust, Wells Fargo, U.S. Bank, Wilmington Bank. I've been a mortgage forensic analyst, worked with the HMDA project. My experience in developing banks when it comes down to homeowners. My resolution for delinquent and mortgaging, buyouts, deeds and lieu, leaseback, cash for keys, and real estate acquisition. I was part of the project with the Sanford Airport with offering mortgages and financial assistance to all the people that lived in the area of Frog Alley. I want to say thank you for the opportunity because it was a very growing experience for me. It allowed me to know what acquisition was all about. And I was very excited to be a part of the acquisition team with the Sanford Airport, working with Larry Dale and all of his associates. I'm highly experienced in working in retail and wholesale lending, banks, private lenders, realtors, appraisals, the IRS. I'm an owner and an operator of sign and close mortgage company that no longer exists. I was a licensed mortgage broker for a while, licensed with the Department of Banking and Financing. After that, I became a contractor, and I worked in different projects within the government. I have enjoyed the journey in my career and fulfilling the dreams of many in the state of Florida to become a homeowner assistance and finding workable solutions with the yes when there was always no's that was provided to them. My personal strengths include faith, positive attitude, determination, a vision of purpose, focus on leadership, and a workable plan. I'm very proud to say that I have partnered with some great companies, and now being the professional executive for the finance and legal account executive with Sign and Close Network, it has brought great opportunity to me, and I'm now connected with a lot of growing companies. Some of them are in the Fortune 500, and I'm very excited to partner with them, and I would like to continue to utilize my service with what I have been doing so far. But I'm adding to the fact that I'm here to educate individuals, businesses. I'm here to offer assistance and knowledge and help you succeed, build great teams, increase revenue for your business or as an individual. I have partnered with Able First Mortgage, Estate.pro, Quick Draw Plus, Expert Taxes, Anthony's Capital, American Title, WFG National Title, and IBSD. I'm very excited for this chapter of my life because, as I said in the beginning, if I was to look back 2 years ago, I would have told you that none of this would have been possible. I'm available for you, once again, operating in 2 locations in Sanford now, and also in the Orlando Winter Park area. I'm very excited, and I just want to leave with you that 2018 is building success together. And as I said in the beginning, Martin Luther King did a very nice quote, "What are you doing for others?" During my time of struggle, I focused on Habakkuk chapter 2, verses 2 and 3 about writing the vision. My goal now is to educate about planning and process, friendship, teamwork, and networking. Approaching new opportunities in 2018 with a positive mindset. On the friendship, it takes serious choices now. Make sure when you're choosing your friends, choose to be a champion to your friends, or remove yourself from negative alliances. On networking, it's great. Just learn how to network. Find a network group in your area and join 1 or 2. That's one thing that I would remember that I like to share. Growing up, me and my brother, we were best friends. We had each other back because at times, me and him was all that we had. I enjoyed those moments. But that's one thing that my brother always told me, and I do it to this day. And he never know. It was a very inspirational thing to me, and it was a tool that he provided. He always told me one thing. He says that always stick, even to now. He said, pass out at least 7 business cards every day. And when you get back home, he said you should have nothing left in your pocket. He said, then you're working for yourself. 7 cards, 7 days. At the end of the year, you would have passed it out 2,464 cards for the year. I took it. I accepted it. I did it. Now I want to challenge you. New cards. Do it. And you'll see what happens. You'll see the impact that you'll have on someone's life. They may not look at your card right then, but a week from now, a month from now, 30 days from now, or it could be a year from now, or it could be 2 years from now. They're going to pick up that car and they're like, oh, I remember this person. So remember, 7 cars a day. There's 7 days in a week. And there's 365 days in a year. And there's 52 weeks. That's 2,464 cars where you can make contact with someone. I also want to share with you, during my process of my 2 years of going through my struggles and my trials and my tribulation, I had to learn how to forgive, and it had to become a part of me. At one point I thought I was able to get over it, and I found out that I wasn't. And I engaged into what we call an emotional healing exercise, which I'm able to share. I felt myself, I'm part of a group where we go to movies and we screen movies before they come out, just to see how the ratings would project to be once they are in the theaters. And I happened to go to one of the screenings, and it's called Imagine Me. And after watching the movie, I got back to my car and I began to cry. And at that moment, that's when I realized that forgiveness had given me the opportunity, and then I had matured as an individual. The people that hurted me, they no longer had an impact on me. I felt free. And before that, I went through an emotional healing exercise that consists of 12 steps. And I don't mind sharing it with anyone that like for me to email it to them. And it was very inspiring. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of cut it short because I don't want to hold too much of your day. But throughout my my process, God allowed me to reshape my life. And the S stands for spiritual gifts. The H stands for heart. The A stands for abilities. The P stands for personality. And the E stands for experience. And I just want you to know that through all of my past experience, it has allowed me to shape my life into the person that I am today. I'm stronger. I'm better. I'm more faithful. I believe more than I did before. My faith is even stronger now. And I've learned to understand that sometimes in life, you're going to look around and the people that you expect to be there won't be there to hold you up. They won't have your back. But throughout my process and throughout my time, I've learned that there's one person that will never leave me nor forsake me, and that's Jesus Christ. He's always there. He'll always be there, not just for me, but he'll be there for you. He's always had my back. Even when I didn't see all of this right here, he saw it. Behind the scenes, he was working. So, the words, the spoken words in the book of Romans, where it talks about, for we know that all things work together for the good to them that are called, to them that love the Lord. Everything is working together for your good, as long as you keep the faith. Hang in there and don't give up. The enemy tried many a times to get me to throw up my hands and give up, but I had invested a whole lot. And I want to say to you, if you have invested time, you have invested energy, and you have did so much, and you have trusted in the Lord, and you have believed in God, and you have read his spoken word, and it is buried down in your heart, and it has brought you to a stage now where you are mature, hang in there, for the best is yet to come. I want to ask you to continue to follow me as we build success together in 2018. I want to network with you. I want to offer my assistance. I want to do case studies with you. I want to mentor you. I want to encourage you. And most of all, find a meetup group that can impact your life for success. I hope that you have a wonderful day, a blessed week. And remember, 2018 is all about closing the book on all the negative things that is stopping you or holding you back from being the best you. Remember, you are a value to society. You are a value to yourself. So let's step out and be the best you that you can be. Not to yourself, but to others. There's a generation coming behind us that needs strong background. We need to train our children how to be the best. How to surround yourself by positive impact. Understand the difference between right and wrong. Understand everything that you see on social media is not all true and in fact. Some things is just a picture that any individuals can paint to make it look like everything is okay. But at the end of the day, be true to yourself. For the best is yet to come. Thank you for joining, and I hope that I'll be able to connect with you. Not just now, but I want to connect with you in the future. Thank you.